Hi early start, good morning morning group, good afternoon afternoon group. I have an activity for you today. So this activity is a sensory activity, and that means that it's something that we can feel. Touch is one of our senses, and this is something that we can put our fingers in and we can feel. And it's also something that we can, in this activity, we can move around what we're going to make. Okay, and what we're going to make is coloured salt. So the things that we need are some salt. We need a plastic bag to put the salt into when we're colouring it. If you have one that has a zip part that goes across the top, that would be better, but I don't have one. I just have one that you push together. We need some food colouring, or if you don't have food colouring, you can use gel food colouring and dissolve it in a little bit of water. You only need a tiny bit of water for this activity. And a tray, and line the tray with tin foil. It doesn't have to be as big as this tray. If you have a smaller tray, that's fine. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing that we need to do is pour some salt into the bag. And when you're colouring your salt, you can use whatever colour food colouring you'd like, or whatever food colouring you have at home. It doesn't have to be red, just because mine is red. That's just what I had. Okay. And then I'm going to put a little bit of the food colouring in. So I'm just going to start off with that much. 3 or 4 spoons to start off with. And close up my bag and just move the salt all around in the bag until it all gets coloured. Mine's actually changing more to an orangey kind of colour now, I think. Doesn't look so red anymore. Oh, must have had a hole in my bag. When you're doing this, try and find a bag that doesn't have a hole in it. I'm going to put another little bit, or maybe that went out over the side of the bag when I was filling it. I'm going to put another little bit of colour into mine. Oops, and a bit of plastic came off the top of my bag. Hold on. I'll throw that out. I'm going to put another few spoons. I might just pour it onto the spoon. Put it in down there. And close up my bag again. This is actually quite nice to do with your hand, to squish the salt all around in the bag and get it all coloured. Oh, there's some bits there that I missed. They're not coloured yet as much as the rest. Okay, so now that's all coloured. So now I'm going to pour it into my tray. So I'm ready to play. So just tip it carefully into the tray. Spread it out then. Now, like I said, you don't need as big a tray as I have. If you had a smaller tray, that's fine. I probably should have put more salt into my bag for doing this, but I didn't. So we'll just have to go with what we have. So now you can see my salt has had a chance to dry out. I spread it out in the tray and just let it dry for a couple of hours, and it's ready for me to play with. So I thought we might try doing Matman in the salt. So you can use your finger, or you could use a twig or a stick. I have one of these stirring sticks that you get in coffee shops, and that's what I'm going to use to draw Matman. So can you remember the first thing that we have to do when we're drawing Matman? What's the first thing we draw? That's it, his head. Matman has one head, one head, one head. Matman has one head so that he can think. And what's next? His eyes. That's right, 2 eyes. Matman has 2 eyes, 2 eyes, 2 eyes. Matman has 2 eyes so that he can see. And then 1 nose. That's right. Matman has 1 nose, 1 nose, 1 nose. Matman has 1 nose so that he can smell. Now next is Matman's mouth. Matman has 1 mouth, 1 mouth, 1 mouth. Matman has 1 mouth so that he can eat. Next, his ears. And how many ears does Matman have? 2 ears. Well done. Matman has 2 ears, 2 ears, 2 ears. Matman has 2 ears so that he can listen. Now, his body. Matman has 1 body, 1 body, 1 body. Matman has 1 body to hold what is inside. His heart, his tummy, and his lungs. What do we have to put on now? Yep, his arms. And he has 2 arms. So, Matman has 2 arms, 2 arms, 2 arms. Matman has 2 arms so that he can reach. Next, his hands. Matman has 2 hands, 2 hands, 2 hands. Matman has 2 hands so that he can clap. Just finish putting on his fingers there. There we go, his 5 fingers. And then legs. And how many legs has he got? 2 legs, that's right. Matman has 2 legs, 2 legs, 2 legs. Matman has 2 legs so that he can stand. And then at the end of his legs he has, I can hear you, feet. 2 feet, isn't it? Matman has 2 feet, 2 feet, 2 feet. Matman has 2 feet so that he can walk and jump and skip. So there's our Matman. So maybe if you make your sensory tray, you might like to try drawing Matman. And then when you're finished, you can just rub him out. And start again. Or make some different designs in your salt. You could make a handprint just by pushing your hand down. Or you could make, if I just smooth this down a little bit, you could make some wavy lines with your finger. And that's nice to be able to see the foil through, isn't it? You can make another one to match it underneath, look. Or if you wanted, you could make your lines more zigzag, so more pointy at the top. Or maybe a grown-up could do one line, and then you could see, could you do another line underneath to match it? Hope you enjoy your activity. Bye bye.